everybody? Today I'm going to share with you guys a nice little fat stack, okay? This is all star players and Hall of Famers. Now, every now and then, I like to make videos like this to show you guys what cards I bought under $20, or at least what I feel is a good deal. Now, this is more of an educational video for some of you guys who are new to collecting vintage, okay? That's the only reason why I do these types of videos. Now, I do want to say one thing. Okay? I'm not bragging at the prices that I'm paying for baseball cards, okay? None at all. I'm not trying to tell you guys that I have unlimited funds, because I do not have unlimited funds, okay? It's nothing like that. The only reason why I'm sharing with you guys the prices of what I'm paying for baseball cards is to make sure that you guys don't overpay on the same type of card that you guys buy that I'm buying, okay? Now, what do I mean? Here's a Richie Ashburn. If I go to eBay or if I go to a card show, I seen this card in the $30, $40, $50 range, okay? Here's another Richie Ashburn. I bought two of them, and both of these are very nice eye appeal. You may want to consider them lower grade. I don't know if you want to consider them lower grade, but on the auction, they were actually listed, very good plus. And to me, it's exactly what I want in my binder, since, I'm a set builder, team player builder, player run builder, if that makes sense. But two cards, Richie Ashburns, and they're very similar, okay? I paid under $20 for these, okay, for both of them. In fact, even combined, under $20. It's crazy. But that's all I'm doing, just trying to educate some of you guys who are new to collecting, new to vintage, just to be aware of what I'm paying for a baseball card, so that if you guys go out and look for a Richie Ashburn and you come across one for like $30, $40, you'll be like, well, you know what? Geez, Mikey just found one for, less than $20. Maybe I should wait. That's the only reason why I do that, guys. So, with that being said, let me show you guys some cards that I got for under $20. And you're going to be quite surprised. So, come follow me. Alright guys, so let's look at some baseball cards for under $20. Hell yeah. This is my favorite part of collecting star players and Hall of Famers, when you can choose on one card at a time. So let's go to our Richie Ashburn, okay? Let's go back to that topic over here. Here I have two of them. I believe these were both, no, actually one was a bite now, and then the other one was an auction, okay? So let's look at this one real quick. Pretty sweet, very nice eye appeal. This one was listed, I believe, lower grade. Here's the back. Well, I paid $5 for this one, guys. Yeah, $5 for this one. This one right here, and by the way, the difference between this case and this one's actually gonna go to my player run, okay? Because this is the nicer looking one than this one. This is gonna go into my 1954. In fact, actually, I don't even know. I have another Richie Ashburn. I think that one's already my 54. So this one should be in my Philadelphia Phillies team binder. And then this is going to start with this player run. So that's the reason why I did that with the label. Here's the back. Now this one I paid $8, okay? This one was originally listed at $10 or $11, something like that, or best offer. So because I was already buying a handful of cards, I kind of just throw an $8 bid on this, an offer of $8, and it was accepted. Now I do want to say that I've seen these cards sell for well over $20. That's the reason why I'm using these as an example, and pretty much the purpose of this video, just to help you guys, educate some of you guys who are new to collecting vintage cards. And I know this because I'm always getting messages from you guys that, I inspired you guys to collect vintage cards. And I just want to remind you guys that, you can find some very nice eye appeal vintage cards, even if it's low grade, for under $20, which I don't even know if a blaster box even costs $20 anymore. I think the Topps Chrome 25 is what, $40 or something crazy like that. But anyways, you can get some pretty nice cards for under $20. Here's another perfect example. Here's a Gil Hodges 1954 Topps. Very nice eye appeal. This is going to go into my 54 Topps binder. Here's the back. Very sweet. And $10. Yeah, $10. Here's another Dodger, a Preacher Row, 1954. Now, I already had this card. This is like my 4th or 5th copy already, which is okay because it's a Dodger card and it's Preacher Row. But this one was $2. Now, I want to say these are from the same sellers. 3 of the 4 here were from the same sellers. That was a $2 buy it now. Whatever, I'll take that any day. A Whitey Ford. This was a buy it now or best offer. Okay, not the best looking card, but it's very nice eye appeal. There is a pinhole right here, which is probably why they accepted the bid that I threw on there. But they were asking $20 for this card, and I just put $10 because of that pinhole and this little crease right here. Now, again, this is lower grade. I can definitely use this in my 54 binder, and then when I get a nicer copy, it'll go into my team player. So $10 for this 1954 Whitey Ford. I'll take that. Up next is a Larry Doby. This one has tape residue, which is okay. However, very nice eye appeal. Here's the back. $5. That's pretty cool for a low grade Larry Doby. Here's another low grade Hoyt Wilhelm. Same thing. Obviously, these are from the same seller. Obviously. So combined shipping, $5 for this one. Here's the back. So, you know, for $10, I got me 2 cards. 2 Hall of Famers. Now, this one was a buy it now as well. And there was no offer on this one. But, man, I couldn't pass this one up. For $20, this was a Pee Wee Reese, 1957. Crazy. You can see a little crease right here. But, man, this thing looks stunning. Unless you actually look at the card up close, you can see this crease. But from far away, man, you can't even tell there's a crease right here. Here's the back. Look how bright that is. $20. Not too shabby. All right, up next. Amani Irvin, 1954 Topps. Have you guys seen what Amani Irvin sells for lately? Yeah, they're slowly going up there in prices, guys. Slowly. Here's the back. I'm assuming this was $10 because it says DQ right here. Disqualification. Or DJ. I don't know. It says D something. D's nuts. So, $10 for that Monty Irvin. All right, up next. A Robin Roberts, a 1954 Bowman. And look how stunning this thing looks, guys. 4 sharp corners, very nice bright colors, no creases whatsoever. There is a flaw to this, though. And that one says Billy C. Right there. But other than that, $8 for this Robin Roberts. And man, this thing looks crazy good. From the same seller, I got this card. Another Gil Hodges. A 1954 Bowman. Look at the color on that, guys. Sweet. This one was $12. A little up there in price, but because I was doing a couple of sales from the same guy, I was like, okay, I'll pay $12 for that. And for the last guy that I got from him was this Bob Feller. This one's going to my player run, obviously, because there's a label up here. I already have one in my 54 Bowman, and I have one in my Cleveland Indians binder. So this is going to go into my player starting run. And look how nice that looks, guys. Same thing, it has that Bill C on there. $17.50. This is under $20. Now, if you guys can remember that I bought a 54 Bowman Bob Feller off Greg Morris. If you guys haven't seen that video, well, I'll just pull up the other card. Look at this card, guys. Look at the difference. I paid a lot cheaper on this Bob Feller than I did on this Bob Feller. The Greg Morris one, I paid $25. Yeah. And then a week later, legit a week later, I found this Bob Feller and I found it for $17.50. If I would have just waited just 1 week, I would have bought this one and not this one. But whatever, I need one for my 54 Bowman, I need one for my Cleveland binders, and I need one for my Bob Feller fan club. So, these 3 are from the same seller. Alright, up next. Picked up this Don Newcomb, 1957. Now, this is probably like the 3rd or 4th copy that I own, so this is going to my player run. Well, this one was $10. Now, you can actually get this one a little cheaper, I'm not going to lie. However, this is very, very nice eye appeal. And this one was actually $10 free shipping. So, yeah, I didn't have to pay the shipping for this one. So, this one was like legit $10. But if you're going to buy a lower grade one, and then you're going to add the shipping to that, it's going to essentially come out to about a $10 card. Just FYI, just want to throw that out there. All right, up next, I picked up this Roger Maris. Wow, this one's stunning. This one looks better than all the ones that I have. That's why this one's going to my player run, because this one looks very nice. I paid 15 for this one. The other ones that I had, I think they're under like in the $10, $15 range. But this one for 15 bucks, very nice, 4 sharp corners. I'll take that any day. Up next, this one was a $20 card. Exactly like the Pee Wee Reese, guys. Exactly like the Pee Wee Reese. Damn, check this out. Off center, obviously, but $20 for an Eddie Mathews 1957. Man, you can't beat that. I just picked up a low grade 57 Eddie Mathews, but it came in a 57 lot. That's whatever. I paid only a couple dollars if you were to break it down. But trying to look for a nice eye appeal 57 Eddie Mathews in the $20 range, yeah, good luck for that, guys. Good luck. And anytime I could come across this card for $20, I'm picking them up all day, because this is like my 4th or 5th copy of this card that I paid under $20. And this has to be the nicest copy of them all. Trust me. Now, this is a Duke Snider 1954 Topps. I only paid $20 for this card, guys. $20. Now, this was actually listed at $30. So I just threw a $20 buy it now best offer to it. And they accepted it, and I bought it. Yeah. So if I can continue getting a Duke Snider 54 Topps for $20, I'm going to continue buying them. This is like my, I forgot, 3rd or 4th, maybe 5th Duke Snider that I have in my collection. I bought one for $5 once, but the other ones that I had, they're all best offers under $20, and this has to be the nicest one of them all. Okay, so the last card I'm going to show with you guys was actually over $20, but not by much. And this was an auction style. Now, I won this on a Saturday. A 1960 Topps Mickey Mantle and Ken Boyer Rival All-Stars. This looks better than the one I have on my 1960 Topps. This looks better than the one I have on my Mantle player run. And I paid $21 for this, guys, on auction. This was a Saturday, like 9 o'clock in the morning. I guess there wasn't that many people trying to bid on the Mantle. But when I came across this one, I actually saw this like 20 minutes before it actually ended. I wasn't following it for 6 days or a week or something like that. I legit was just looking for some 1960 Topps cards, and I saw that this was ending in about 20 minutes. And at the time, this was only $10. Now, when you see a Mantle card, selling for less than what it should, and there's only a couple minutes left in the clock, then you know it's gonna sell for a lot less. Otherwise, it would have been up there in the $30, $40 range. Trust me. But somebody saw something in this card that they didn't like, which made this card a $10 card at the time before I bought it. And yeah, I bought it for $21. So, perfect example of cards you can find under $20. Or if you add an extra dollar, you can get another Mantle. Perfect example, if you guys are looking for some nice Hall of Famers, some nice eye appeals for under $20, this is perfect for you guys. This is perfect. So, that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys can use this as educational purposes. Again, I'm not telling you guys what I'm paying for these cards to brag what I'm finding, but to show you guys what I'm paying in case you guys want to go out and buy a 54 Gold Hodges and you'd be like, geez, Mikey found one for $10 and it's a very nice one. Maybe I should wait. Or a 1960s Topps, Mantle and Boyer. I found it for $21. Maybe I should wait. Or a Duke Snider for $20. To me, this is a hell of a deal. Actually, they're all hell of a deals, to be honest. So, that's all I have for you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodles!